Hi guys, Adam here from Greenwich Performance. This is the first in a series of our new videos called Ask Adam. This is a new service we're offering completely free of charge to our clients and our members and anyone in the local community who has an interest in health, fitness, training and nutrition, and who have specific questions. You might have questions that you want answered. And we're putting out this service. You can email any question you've got, whether it's to do with training, nutrition or lifestyle, anything that comes to mind you might need some help with. You can email us at adam@greenwichfp.com, and if you just put your subject line Ask Adam, you can send us your questions, and each week we're going to throw up a video with the answers to these questions to the best of our knowledge, our experience and our expertise. Some weeks I'll be referring to some of my trainers, my coaches, my team for anything that I'm not quite sure of myself to bring you the best possible answers to your questions. So let's dive right in. This week we have 3 questions from some clients and members, and the first of which is from John Carper, and he says, what is a good alternative to squats, as he suffers quite badly from back pain when he squats. He tries squatting, but quite often he feels more in his lower back than in his lower body or his legs. So great question, John Carper. I think it's quite common. I've come across a lot of people in the past that struggle with lower back pain and back issues while squatting and doing such compound lifting. It does really depend on you individually and what is the main cause of your back pain or discomfort. It could be down to some potentially your technique while you're squatting, and we could look at that in more depth on a more one-to-one basis. But it could also just be the fact you've got a weak core. I mean, John, I don't know what you do for a living, but if you have a desk-bound job when you're quite sedentary when you're out in the gym, you might have postural problems and muscle imbalances and core problems that are weakening your back and your lower back while you squat. So I would definitely recommend looking at doing some core strengthening exercises to strengthen the core muscles around the lower back, and also some mobility work to improve your flexibility and your range of motion of the joints. So basically you move better. The squat is a fantastic exercise, one of the best. It's the reason it's called the king of exercises. So if you can squat, I would highly recommend finding a way to do so within reason. Having said that, if it's just something you can't get on with, you can't seem to do, or the back problems are something to go away, then there are plenty of alternatives that are never going to be quite as good as squats, but will certainly work a lot of the same muscle groups and same body parts. Things like a lunge, which you need much less weight than a squat, which is also good for stability and balance. And then you've got more of a fixed path movement such as a leg press, which is still going to be compound in nature. You're not going to get the benefit of the free weight and the instability and balance and coordination of a free weight squat, but you're still going to work with major muscle groups such as the quads, the glutes, the hamstrings on the leg press. So that's important. But I highly recommend you look at your mobility, flexibility and core before you totally turn back to squats. Okay, John, I hope that helps. Second, we have a question from Amy Riddick, and she says, I want to lose more body fat off my belly. What are the best exercises for losing fat in this area, specifically the lower abs? Okay, great question, Amy. It's a common question. Everyone wants to lose body fat from their stomach specifically, particularly the lower abs, right? And people know what the best exercise to do this is. And there's a truth that you must understand. Now, this is so important. You must get this, okay? And that is, you cannot spot reduce body fat, no matter how hard you try. Wherever your body fat is stored, it's partly down to your genetics, your lifestyle, etc. Whether it's on your tummy, your thighs, your hips, your bum, your chest, your arms, wherever you store your body fat, it's just where it is, okay? Doing specific exercise for those areas are not going to do a specifically better job at burning body fat from those areas. That's a myth. You have to let go of that sort of belief, okay? That's the first recommendation I'll give you, okay? Doing stomach exercises and ab exercises or lower ab exercises is not going to do more to burn fat up in the area. So your goal is to lose body fat specifically in that area. And the answer to that question, the best way to go about that is to do the best exercises and the best things to burn body fat from the entire body. And it will come off the area just as much as it will any other area. The reason this is a bit of a trouble spot for a lot of people is partly hormonal possibly, but it's also because you just have more there to lose. Sometimes it feels like you're losing it from other places but not the area. And in truth, you're losing it from everywhere, probably equally. It's just that there's more there to lose. It's like a skimming effect. And so it doesn't feel like it's going down there as much or as quickly, and it's usually the last place to come off and the first place to go off, unfortunately. However, if you want to burn body fat, the maximum amount possible for you, then you need to be doing strength training to raise your resting metabolic rate and build lean muscle tissue. Okay, so your body burns more calories and fat while at rest, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I recommend you increase or do high intensity interval training, and that can be done in a variety of ways. And for those of you that train at Greenwich Performance know we have a ton of fun, effective ways of doing your HIIT training. But HIIT training, when done effectively, when done properly, the way we teach, is the number one form of cardiovascular conditioning exercises for raising metabolism for the highest and for the longest period of time. So your body continues burning body fat for hours and hours and hours after you finish working out. It's known as the afterburn effect, okay? And that's what you want to be doing, lots of HIIT training. The good news is you don't need to do long durations of it. If you do it effectively, it can be very short durations. As little as 10 minutes can be enough to raise metabolism for a long period of time to your body burns the body fat. And then finally, the third thing you need to do is you've got to handle nutrition. It doesn't matter how hard or how well you train in the gym, if your nutrition is not supporting your goals for fat loss, if your nutrition is not in balance, then you're not going to lose the body fat you're trying to lose, wherever you're trying to lose from. Then you can add in other specific exercises for specific areas such as leg raises and lower ab crunches and certain exercises like that that are going to work that area. Rotational movements are great as well for the core, but don't expect those exercises to be burning more body fat just because you're targeting areas. That's going to come down to the training and your nutrition and being consistent. Okay, I hope that helps. I really hope it does. And the final one comes from Hayley Woodrick, and her question is about motivation. She says, the hardest thing about getting to the gym is walking out the front door, closing the door behind you. And I couldn't agree more. A lot of people have goals, things they're trying to achieve, and they just lack the motivation to really get to the gym. They're all right once they're there, but just getting to the gym can be the hardest part. And this is common for a lot of people. My dad growing up, I always remember, was a runner. He always used to say the hard thing about going for a run, the hardest thing about going for a run, is closing the front door behind you. Once you get going, you get into the rhythm, you get some momentum, okay? But sometimes just getting to the gym and lacking that motivation can be the hardest thing to overcome. So let's look at that for a moment. What is motivation? Let's look at the word. What is motivation? It's a motive for action, okay? Motivation, that's what it is. It's a motive for action, a reason for doing something. So you need to identify what is your reason why, okay? If you can find out why you're training, why you're going to the gym, why are you working towards that goal, what is your goal, what is you specifically trying to achieve? The worst thing you can do is just go through the motions. Training for the sake of training, going to the gym for the sake of going to the gym just because you think you should or you know that you should or it's good for you is not big enough motivation. Motivation, I should say, or motivation to get you going, right? Going consistently and constantly pushing yourself, raising the standards and working harder. Okay, you need a specific reason why you're training. What are you training for? When you can find that reason, you'll have an abundance of motivation. And when you really focus on and link your training to that reason and why you're training, why you're going to the gym, why you're eating that specific way and following that nutrition plan, you get that strong enough emotional reason, then you'll have all the motivation you need and you'll push yourself, you'll go to the gym consistently, you'll get up earlier, you'll do whatever it takes to achieve the goal because you've got that reason or that motivation. Okay? I hope that helps. I highly recommend ask yourself the question, what am I training for? What is my goal? Get specific, and then why is that important to me? Why am I prepared to do whatever it takes to achieve that goal? When you find out the reason why, you'll find that you've got all the motivation you need. Okay, Hayley, I hope that helps. I'm going to be doing a lot more talks on motivation coming soon, so look at our YouTube channel for that, and watch out for those motivation videos coming, because I know that's what we all need to help us move further faster and get better results in the gym. Okay, that's our 3 questions today for Ask Adam. Again, send your questions in to adam@greenwichfp.com. Subject line Ask Adam. Any questions you'd like to do with training, nutrition, lifestyle, health and fitness, and we'll do our very best to answer those for you. Thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you next week at Ask Adam. See you in the gym.